Hello, this is Gamze from Sales Department. I will introduce shortly our company to you and also introduce our smart system test automation. KeyTask is the initials of Quality Improving Tools and Services company. We stress that our key task is providing and keeping high quality. We are automating and validating digital processes and scenarios end to end. For this, we are developing the necessary tools. So we developed Intact, Intelligent Test Automation and Quality Assurance tool. And there are many possible areas of working with Intact. So we are automating mobile devices, PC clients and Macs, app in tablets, app in Androids, trace integration, attenuator, voice over IP phones, remote accesses, roaming, IoT devices, back-end systems, web and app user interfaces, reporting, data correlation and verification, protocol and network simulation, and we are also automating apps in iPhones. Therefore, we call Intact the Swiss pocket knife of automation. Smart infrastructures need smart testing, and this is why we do test automation. For companies who are developing digital products and services, continuous integration and continuous development is required nowadays. And there is high request for increased technical abilities from the customers, which leads to more complicated systems to be tested. On the other hand, time to market is tighter, and this leads to a phenomenon called nowadays quality at speed. There is a need to increase the efficiency of testing. Therefore, test automation is essential. Now I will talk about IoT test automation. There are two goals in IoT test automation. First of all, we have to ensure that the IoT devices work properly. Secondly, we have to ensure that they communicate with their apps properly. And there are challenges, of course, in IoT test automation. First of all, the IoT device automation requires physical interaction, which is hard to automate. And secondly, there's a multi-context framework, which is hard to automate end-to-end within one scenario. So we have IoT devices, apps, web user interfaces, backend systems, gateways, network elements, and so on, to be automated in one test scenario end-to-end. So how do we overcome these challenges? We developed a framework to automate IoT sensors. We developed housings in which we integrate actuators, sensors, motors, fans to enable physical interaction with IoT devices. So the actuators are put in housings that we design and develop to trigger the IoT devices. These actuators are connected to Intact via an electronic layer. So this is the phase where we developed these housings. And then we put these housings on a platform, and we can at the same time test hundreds of IoT devices, which is very efficient. In this scheme, we see the basic setup for testing 3 IoT devices. So these actuators are connected to Intact via a Raspberry Pi unit. And these actuators trigger the IoT sensors, and the IoT sensors communicate with their apps in the smartphone via device and gateway domain and network domain. In this structure, we are automating the actors, we are automating the app, and we also automatically collect all the data in the backend systems, communication in the backend systems. Therefore, we automate the traces and log collection. So, a failure in the system can occur in various parts, and there are hundreds of combinations of tests to be done, which cannot be done manually And automation is essential in this framework. Once we set up this framework, it's easier to repeat the tests, it's quicker to find the defects, and it's quicker to go to the market. Therefore, it's very convenient for the companies who are developing such smart systems. And this framework can be enhanced to various areas like wearables, smart cameras, smart meters, smart payment technologies, smart surveillance, mobile and desktop applications, broadcast streaming and signal quality, face recognition technologies, non-touch solutions, kiosks, and various other areas. And there is a very nice example of our IoT test framework, which is a smoke detector automation. And you see a demo video here. So our very innovative test automation frameworks, which can be used in many different areas. This can be telecommunication, this can be IoT, smart IoT systems, or finance, or healthcare systems. And now it is preferred by lots of customers in various countries in Europe. And also some of the names of our customers are in this chart. Thank you for listening, and I hope you ask for a demo, or if any questions arise, please contact us.